Tonight, a step back in time at a special Remembrance Day service in Barraba. Uralla becomes the meat in the sandwich as neighbours consider merging options. The clock stops in Manila as the town's timepiece awaits specialist repairs.
And we could see a few thunderstorms return to the radars over the next couple of days. I'll have the details for you soon.
This is Prime7 News at 6 with Madelaine Collignon.
Good evening. History has repeated itself today as hundreds gathered in Barraba to mark the end of World War I. One local man has delivered the very same ode for Remembrance Day that he did 91 years ago.
He's known as a town larrikin, but today was serious business for Mr. Witten. 91 years ago, at the age of just 9 years old, Mr. Witten recited the ode at the opening of Barraba's Clock Memorial in 1924. Now he's 100 and he's back to recite the ode again.
Uralla has emerged as a valuable ally in potential local government mergers. Two councils want to amalgamate, but the Shire is not committing just yet. Manila has been stuck in an 11-month time warp, but council has promised to splash some cash to bring the town back to the present. Now for a check of the weather with Kenny Heatley, and a fair bit of cloud and rain over southern parts of the state, but no rain up north today, Kenny.
Yeah, that's right. It's remained fairly dry. We had some sunny conditions once again. We do have a trough that has been picking up moisture from the Tasman Sea, and that's delivering some rainfall, particularly across southeastern parts of the state. Some heavy falls. In fact, some places are expecting over 50 millimetres in 24 hours, and we've already had that at Ulladulla today. So taking a look at the region and what we have seen, look, it's been on the warm side, just slightly above the average for this time of year in the sunshine, and then you get those cumulus fluffy clouds developing in the afternoon. Pretty much a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday as well. But we are expecting the weather to change up a little bit over the next couple of days. It's all due to that trough that I was talking about just a moment ago. Maddie, I've got the latest details and synoptic chart for you soon.
Looking unsettled. Thanks, Kenny. Still to come in Prime7 News, guns and ammunition stolen from a property near Bingra, and recognition for one woman's efforts to get hearts healthy.
And at 6:30, a young surfer in a coma and a beach closed after a shark attack at Ballina. The Royals joined thousands in Canberra, pausing to mark Remembrance Day. And the fiery plane crash that's killed all 9 people on board in the United States. All those stories and more. Join us live at 6:30.
Stay in touch 24/7 with Prime7 News.
Thieves have stolen guns and 200 rounds of ammunition from a property near Bingra. The robbery on the Kiwara Road property happened sometime between last Friday morning and 6:30 Monday night. 5 guns, including 2 double-barrel 12-gauge shotguns and 3 bolt-action rifles, were taken from a gun safe inside a storage shed. Police are investigating the theft. Our politicians in Canberra are often criticised for being out of touch with the land, and many pollies agree. That's why they organised a farmers market where produce from your area made the trip to Capitol Hill.
The heat was on of a different kind at Canberra's Parliament House today. A bunch of
A Tamworth woman has been named the state winner of the Heart Foundation's Golden Shoe Award. It recognises individuals who promote heart health, and an active lifestyle within their community. What is coming up next as Armidale cyclist Mitch Bullen adds another feather to his cap, and a backyard pastime gets a new fitness focus in Tamworth. Armidale track cyclist Mitch Bullen is at it again. This time he's ticked a box at one of the longest running wheel races in New South Wales, something he's been wanting to do since 2009. And that's the day's sport. Up next here on Prime7 News, Kenny's back with your local weather forecast.
Welcome back. We've seen some drier weather recently, but that is about to change. Let's look at the setup here. We've got this trough which is deepening, and we've got these onshore winds as well, which is bumping up the moisture profile in the atmosphere over eastern Australia. That trough is heading east, and it's really going to activate with widespread showers and thunderstorms across eastern Australia over the next couple of days. And in fact, it's already begun. We're getting lots of thunderstorms through western Queensland, western New South Wales, and a fair bit of rain across southeast New South Wales as well. So what's going to happen across the northwest? Well, it's going to be a warm one with above average temperatures expected generally across the region. Partly cloudy start, but then what will happen is we're expecting a few showers and the odd thunderstorm to move into southern areas late in the day on Thursday, but it will probably stay mostly dry in the north tomorrow. Sunrise is at about 10 to 6. Sunset is just after 7:30. And as we look into Friday, this is where it really starts to turn. So widespread thunderstorms expected. The heaviest is going to be once again probably in the south and east. But further north, we are expecting a few thunderstorms as well. 29 degrees for Tamworth, which is a couple of degrees above the average for this time of year. So Friday's looking like a wet day. Saturday, it will start to clear away from the west. So the further east you are, the heaviest falls you're going to get. Once again, we're expecting a few thunderstorms, and you can see spreading right the way through. So it is going to be a wet start to the weekend, but then it starts to ease back a little bit later in the weekend. As you can see, Friday, Saturday is looking like the wettest days here, and then it dries out for Sunday, Monday and Tuesday into Wednesday. So a couple of wet days and we can't rule out severe thunderstorms, Maddie, but it looks like the end of the weekend, not too bad.
Looking forward to that sunshine returning. Thanks, Kenny. And that's your local news for tonight. Thanks for your company. You can have your say on tonight's stories on Facebook and see tonight's bulletin in full online. Just search YouTube for Prime7 North West. Now, Prime7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson.